a global winter has set in. Right in our neighborhood. Take, for instance, the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow arterial strip that today can have a chokehold over world energy supplies. And therefore, in this environment, the current instability has sent shock waves through the global system. Shock waves that have disrupted supply chains, erupted geopolitical tensions. At the same time, energy markets have been fundamentally affected. And the rhythm of trade is suddenly experiencing very, very high and low octaves. And it is in this environment where energy is our backbone that India has been able to navigate these very choppy waters. The Prime Minister over the last 4 weeks has put in place a very structured system which covers my ministerial colleagues, covers bureaucratic systems, covers all chief ministers of states, a whole of India approach, not only a whole of government approach, but a whole of India approach to be able to navigate the so-called unsurmountable problems and to convert those problems into opportunities. And with that thought, India today has been able to put in place engagement across multiple nations. Our Indian vessels are today moving through the Strait of Hormuz, whether it is Shivalik or Nanda Devi, reaching the shores of India, and at the same time, ensuring that all constituencies within India are protected from this volatility. This speaks of a maturity of our democracy, a maturity across diplomacy, diversification, and decisive execution. And I believe that even internally, we must reinvent with purpose. We must scale with efficiency. And at the same time, we must give service with sustainability. And if you take these three parameters, for me personally, there is no other department that can expound these three parameters better than my very own India Post. With our network of 1.6 lakh POPs, points of presence, across all of urban India and 6.5 lakh villages, we are on the road of transforming this vast network into a logistic powerhouse. A logistic powerhouse not only for India, but it is our ambition and our commitment, a logistics powerhouse for the world. On the 17th of March, we launched 3 new products. 24-hour speed post, 48-hour speed post, 24-hour speed parcel. These speak of commitment. These speak to capability to service. These speak to the concepts of Six Sigma. And we are measuring them across all 6 metropolitan city pairs where we are servicing today to ensure above 96% delivery across all 3 new products. An organization that grew in terms of revenue at very slow multiples. Last fiscal, or I should be saying now the fiscal before last, 24-25, we closed at 13,280 crores in terms of revenue. And it is my confidence that this past fiscal, FY 25-26, we will show the country double-digit growth rates in the Department of India Post in terms of revenue. Many of you may not know, but today we are a cost center to the Government of India. And it is our resolve within our department, 4.5 lakh dark sevaks and our department. And we work as a family, and therefore I have a passion and a relationship from the heart with this department. And these 4.6 lakh Grameen dark sevaks have resolved that we will move from being a cost center to GOI to hopefully being a profit center to GOI by the year 2029-2030. And whilst we talk of India Post, we must also talk about the invisible digital highway that the Prime Minister has built over the last decade. The telecommunications highway. India had the fastest 5G rollout in the world. 500,000 towers, 450,000 crores worth of capex. In a short period of 4 years, 400 million consumers. And our 5G consumers will go from 400 million to over 1 billion by 2030. And that's why I say we followed the world on 4G. We marched with the world on 5G. But we will lead the world on 6G. 10% increase in broadband growth capability across our country will lead to a 1.5% increase in GDP. Now comprehend that. And sensing that opportunity, the Prime Minister has put in place the amended BharatNet program. No country in the world has conceptualized that. $17 billion being spent by Government of India. 1,39,000 crores. For what? To connect every single village across the length and breadth of our country with OFC fiber. In this 1,39,000 crores, 45% of the money is for capex. 55% of the money is for OPEX to be able to maintain that fiber for the next 10 years. Now, that's the transformation that India is going through. And when we are going through this transition, transformational growth, growth with resilience, the next 5 years or the next decade speak of another $1.5 to $2 trillion being added to our GDP in terms of opportunities.